Hey guys, it's Software Archives, and today we're going to be looking at an interesting game in my big box collection. We're going to be doing a decent review on it. This is Carnivorous. You're probably asking yourself, what is Carnivorous? Well, and that's a question that not a lot of people know. This is the box for the game, and about this game is that it was released in 1999. It was published by Macmillan Publishing. They make books and stuff like that too. They also made this cool expansion called Zero for Quake 2 that I'm still kind of looking for. But yeah, there's the UPC. It's a very, very rare box. I don't think I've ever actually seen this one, and for good reason. In 1999, when it was released, the only thing I can find on this box, or on this game at all, is that multiple reviewers tried to review it, and they cannot get the game to run. As you can see, it is like Carmageddon, except you murder animals. Yeah, amazing idea from Man Machine Games, who developed this game. Amazing, not so much. The Amazon reviews for this page, they are all still up. There's 3 of them, and they all say it is very, very gory, and we'll take a look into that. So yes, here's the outside of the box. And now we will be unboxing it. This is some very, very high quality cardboard, actually. It's very sturdy and thick. There's a cardboard insert inside, but the external cardboard itself for these boxes at the time, it's usually really flimsy, but this stuff is sturdy for some reason. Interesting for a budget game that probably never sold many copies at all. And there, you can kind of see some of the contents. I originally thought, when I unboxed this, that what I got was a prototype because of this. It was shipped in a DVD case, or a CD case, a jewel case, with just Carnivorous written on it. I thought this was some kind of prototype or something, because who packages a game like this? But it turns out it was not originally packaged like this. It was packaged in, originally, this CD sleeve, this paper CD sleeve. Here's the disc itself. As you can see, published by Man Machine Games, developed by Man Machine Games, published by Macmillan. So yeah, very interesting. And here's what else is in the box. This is an envelope for Macmillan Digital Publishing USA for Carnivorous. Macmillan license agreement and envelope. There's a flap on the back. I'm not sure if y'all can see that, but there's a flap on the back where I think you can mail this, or could have at the time. And another thing that made me think this was a prototype. Look at this manual. That's as budget as you can get. Besides it being JPEG paper, JPEG printer paper, it's not. I don't even know what kind of paper this is. I'm not a paper expert, but very, very simple manual. There you can see the screen. One of the screenshots for the game. I'm assuming that's the interface. Yeah. There's maps you can choose from in this game. There's a few different maps, and this showcases some of them. And yeah, you've got only one weapon, which is this old red, looks to be like a bullnose Ford pickup truck from the 80s. And there you go. There's more screenshots of the game. And there are absolutely no screenshots of this game anywhere online. There are people talking about playing it. There are no screenshots of this game on the internet. There is not even a CD archive of it. So I will do my best to preserve this game in its original format and upload it to Mediafire and archive.org, assuming that no one will get on my ass for it. So yeah, now we can go to the gameplay. We'll see if we'll be able to get this thing to run. First, I want to try it on my Windows 10 PC just because I prefer using that to test everything originally before I use my older hardware. So this is where I'm going to throw it in. Pop that sucker in. Let's give it a go. Okay. So this has been quite a trip I've been through. I have been trying to configure Carnivorous for well over a couple months at this point, and I finally figured it out. Thanks to some friends on Vogons. So basically I posted a thread that I was not able to get the game running, despite everything I tried to get the game running. And you know what? Everyone else was stumped too. I posted a thread, they're like, wow, this is really cool, but I can't get it to run. And then, after a while, we got some solutions in. So basically, there's a problem with the game that hard locks you out of playing it if the date is before June 1999. I forgot the specific date. I think it's the 31st or the 1st. But yeah, if your computer is set either at that date or after, you cannot play the game. You literally cannot. It just loads and it crashes. And that's what it was doing to me. But here I am playing it on Windows 10. So basically what you need to do is get a type of software. I believe it's called DateTime. I forgot exactly what it's called, but basically it gives it makes the program think that it's running at a certain date, which is what it's doing now. I believe I have it set to August 1998. So basically the program thinks that the year is 1998 in the month of August. And another thing you need is an FPS limiter. One thing is that this is one of those games that the way it runs depends on your processor speed, and I'm running this on my Windows 10 computer with an i5-7500, which is fairly new-ish. But these games from this time, this is from 99, they were meant to run on Pentiums and the like, especially older Pentiums. Not like a Pentium 4, but probably like a Pentium 3 or before that. So basically, what we have now, we can choose levels. We got 4 levels to choose from. Central Park Mayhem, Off-Road Deluxe, High Speed Hunt, Country Chamber. This is the first ever video you're seeing of this game here. And now, we can go into the game and we can drive. Here we are. So basically, yeah, I have DG Voodoo running this at 60 frames per second. Which means it runs perfectly fine. Otherwise it would run way too fast and there'd be a complete hell of a watch. So you gotta find animals. And make sure that there's one thing, is that cops and stuff start shooting at you. Yeah, good lord. Okay, let's try that again. It is kind of like Carmageddon in the really, really good. You can run over things and kill them, but it's animals. There's no people in this game. I don't know what's going on at this level. I think it's glitched. This was, yeah, there's a deer right there. Come here. Good lord. Good god. Yeah, I can see why this didn't sell well. This is all you do. Just run over animals. So far what I'm seeing is deer, but there's like bears and cats and dogs and stuff like that, some other animals. And after a while, like in the past playthrough where it was all messed up, just a few minutes ago, more animals you run over, cops start chasing after you, and helicopters and they start to shoot you down. There's some other cool things that I'd like to show y'all. One thing is, too, is that this game is very freaking loud. It's very freaking loud, and if you can see the menu right here, there's no way to change any audio or video settings, so you're just left with this, with these ear-blaring sounds, and when you die, the sounds from the helicopters, you can still hear it in the main menu. It makes no sense. But I want to start in a wider level, like with a lighter background like this, like you can clearly see everything, because there's some cool things. Okay, so you got your, like, the truck you're working with is this 1980s Ford bullnose pickup. But there are cheat codes for the game that another user on Vogons found that I'll proceed to show y'all. Control-Alt-2 changes your truck to what looks like an early 90s, late 80s Ford Bronco. Literally, you can see the Ford logo on the right-hand side of the tailgate. There's almost no difference in terms of how the engine is and stuff. What the hell is the matter with that guy? And yeah, it's like a late 80s, early 90s Ford Bronco. And then, Control-Alt-3. You get like a Mad Max buggy that shoots rockets. Oh yeah. If you press Control, you can shoot rockets. And this is interesting to say the least. I don't know who thought of this, but these are in the game. You can drive a Mad Max buggy around shooting rockets at animals. Absolutely high IQ move on Man-Machine Games' part. Extremely high IQ. Just to make a fucking car where you shoot rockets at animals. And yeah, going around, vehicle physics suck. It's not very good. The vehicle handling isn't too bad. Handles a little bit like ass, but you can kind of control it, especially if you got a frame limiter on like I do. So let's see what happens when we go around killing a bunch of animals. Yeah, I just hit a cat with a rocket. Good God. There's the Ford Bronco you can spawn in.
We got a maniac in the park, requesting backup.
Yep, looks like the police are coming. I don't think there's any real objective. I haven't discovered anything. I haven't discovered anything else you can do. There's also a turbo. I didn't show that off, but yeah, it just speeds up the car. But yeah, even for 1999, this is very bare bones. Carmageddon 2 was out at this time, I believe. And the graphics were much better. Like, back in the 90s, the graphics of games, like, they went by fast. Like, 92 we had Wolfenstein 3D. And then by 99 we had Quake 3 and stuff like that. For racing games we had Need for Speed 3, Hot Pursuit, and then fucking Carnivorous in 99 too. Like, this looks like, if I were to date this, it would be like, I would say like 1990. The graphics look like they're from the Carmageddon 1 era, like 96 or 97. They aren't great at all. So let's spawn in the buggy and let's explore this level. Basically just cabins, forest, canyon. Good lord, that red, it really burns into your eye sockets. I don't think I can look at this for more than 5 minutes. I think I'm gonna have to get off this level soon. But yeah, there's a helicopter. It'd actually be cool if you were able to, like, if there was a cheat code for these. There isn't. It's just the Ford Bronco and the Mad Max buggy.
Everyone, let's get out of here.
That shoots rocket. And apparently these animals talk. I didn't even know that. Yeah, but I'm just shooting animals with rockets. Man, I'm having a blast. I mean, maybe if I was like 5 years old, I was pretty video game deprived. I only played Roller Coaster Tycoon.
This is an animal
I would have had some fun with this, I want to be honest. Maybe not like with the whole killing animals part, but it's just like, you know, something to do, something to play on my computer. But even in 99, there were so many better options, like, come on. We even picked up some bargain bin game. So, some of those Wizard Works titles like Claw, like Chasm the Rift. If you were a kid in 99, you still had some budget games at your expense that were much better than Carnivorous, which, quite frankly, is a disappointment. It's very glitchy and, like what some reviewers said, it did not work on computers at the time, and nobody knew. None of those reviewers knew that you had to change the time and date on your computer. And basically what I think is this game sold very, very poorly. Which is why copies of this game are so hard to get a hold of. I ended up uploading a lot of stuff on Moby Games. I uploaded an archive of this game. Because just nobody has it. Let's use the Bronco. Nobody seems to have any recollection of this game. There's nobody talking about it except that IGN reviewer. Nobody who's on the review team, who was trying to review this game, was able to play the game. They couldn't get in contact with anyone from Macmillan to help them play the game. So basically what we were left with was no actual review for this game at all until this video. Come here. When yeah, the vehicle, the way it handles is actually decent. The camera angles, while if you turn a lot, it can make you sick. It's not the worst, but everything else, look at that, your wheels don't even turn, it's just a static object. Like, weren't they embarrassed with themselves? A 1999 game? It's just a static object. I actually didn't see the Bonos pickup, the Ford Bonos, the one you start out with. These wheels turn? No, they don't. Is it a Bonos pickup? It kind of looks like a Chevy C10 from this side, but on the front cover of the box it looks like a Ford Bonos pickup. I guess it's both. But yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope to make more reviews like this, but I got nowhere near as much time on my hands as I used to when I first started this channel. And going through this game has been quite a trip because, like, again, this is probably the first video of it on the web. Nobody else has a video of it. Of this highly controversial, highly shitty game. It's quite frankly not good. And like I said again, kids in 99, even if they weren't in economically the best shape, if they had a computer, there were so many other options to choose from. Not this. Which is why it's a very rare game. Anyways, hope you all enjoyed this. Peace out, gamers. Hope to make more content soon.